Hey everyone, we just got done with week one. We just kicked off the league in Palm Valley with Eddie.
Nice turnout for week one, right?
Yeah.
Everything ran smooth.
How's it feel finally get it off the ground, man?
Oh man, I can actually relax a little bit now.
Yeah, I know like 4 days ago we weren't going to even have a league, but everything went well tonight.
Yeah,
I'm really happy to see
going. 4 days ago we had 3 teams and we ended up starting first season Palm Valley with 5 teams to start it off. So
yeah.
it's been a good start.
Yeah, I like the talent out here, man.
Oh, I do.
I think some of these teams are going to be able to compete in the winter dance this season. So I'm excited to see them to add these teams into the playoffs.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So we'll recap the first night. Our first game we had was it Old School versus Arrow Turbine. Yep. I think Old School is probably going to be the preseason number 1 ranking, probably in your power rankings.
I think they're the clear favorite so far, just from looking at the first couple games this season. They really did a number on Arrow Turbine, but I expect Arrow Turbine to come back next week and actually show up a little bit more.
Yeah, I really like the combination of Rod Jackson at the point and big guy Dan McClintock. That's going to be a lethal combination.
It is. When you talk about the outside presence, then the inside presence, they're a combination to reckon with, absolutely.
Dan might be the biggest guy in the league, I think. What is he?
So.
Solid 6'10"?
I think he's about 6'10", stretching 6'11" there.
I think that team's going to give some of the other teams some problems in the playoffs, so I'm looking forward to seeing them play. But we're going to go to Rod right now. We were able to catch up with Rod for a post-game interview, so we're going to go there and check that out.
So we're here with Rod Jackson, end of his first game of the season. How do you guys think you guys did?
You know what, we're pretty excited. We had a couple of turnovers early. I think we were just trying to push tempo a little bit, but once we settled down, guys started knocking down threes. It was pretty exciting.
Well, this ending score is 89-57. Do you think you're going to put up these kind of numbers?
I think we have the ability. We got a couple of pieces that we're still waiting to show up, and we'll be able to consistently be in that range. As long as we're playing defense and taking care of those little plays, we'll be all right.
Now, this is the real question. Will you guys be able to compete against the other sites? We're talking about Scottsdale, got a bunch of competitive teams, Tempe.
I played at Tempe, some talented ball players over there, so I know if we can get through our league here and get over there, it's going to be a challenge for us. Yeah. But we look forward to it. We're excited about it, so we want to compete. So.
Thank you, Rod. Great game today. You got it.
Well, that was Rod. So they won tonight 91 to, was it 57? Pretty easy victory. So do you have any more thoughts about that game?
Oh, no, it was a good game, but again, just from looking at Old School, they have the complete balance. Yeah. You talk about the inside presence with Big Dan, and the outside presence, the leadership, the point guard level with Chris and Rod at that 1-2 combination. They're a solid team, absolutely.
What about Arrow Turbine? What do you think of them?
I think they'll bounce back. I think it's the first game. They're getting acclimated to playing with each other, but I think they'll bounce back and have a good week too.
Okay. All right, so our second game of the night, we had Palm Valley Stars, which is your team. Unfortunately, you weren't able to play. How's that knee, man?
Oh, I'm going through rehab right now. Hopefully week 2 I'll be ready to go.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you back on the courts. And then you guys played Jerks and a Dribble. So it looks like your team won 68-52.
Yeah,
pretty easy.
It was a close game pretty much throughout the entire first half and second half. I think towards about the last 5 minutes is when the Palm Valley Stars started to pull away.
Yeah. That kid Xavier, what's his last name?
Xavier.
I hope he got his last name for later at least.
Oh, absolutely. Can't think of it.
Yeah,
but we call him X.
Okay, but Kayla put together a pretty good squad as well with Jerks and a Dribble. I think they were missing a few players tonight. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of those guys come back.
There was a guard by the name of Edward Ruiz that really, I think, led the team. He's lethal from outside. He's able to penetrate. So they got a solid squad. Absolutely.
Cool. What about your squad? Are we missing anybody?
Besides myself.
You guys gonna be fine?
We'll be fine. Yeah, we're actually short a few guys. They're out of town for the weekend, but we're gonna be pretty stacked. I think we'll be able to give Old School a little run for their money.
All right, well, I think that's going to wrap it up here in Palm Valley. We're going to go to Javon now in Tempe. Week 2 here in Tempe. I'm here with lead coordinator Javon Wright. Another good night of hoops, man. What do you think?
Nice. Yeah.
Let's talk about that first game. 7 o'clock. Who is it? Hogwarts and free agents. Hey, free agent team looked good today.
Yeah, pass the ball well.
That wasn't the same team that showed up last week, I don't think. So I don't know.
I mean, they played a good team, and they stayed within, I would say, 5 to 10 the whole game.
Game, right? It was pretty close the whole game. I think maybe the last 10 minutes, Hogwarts kind of broke away.
Oh yeah, I was expecting that just because the thing is they had to play a lot harder than Hogwarts did to stay in the game because the skill wasn't there. But with the hard work they put in and passing the ball, some of the kids that I've never even seen, they actually all right. Yeah.
Matt Held hit a couple of big threes.
Yeah.
Max Sutton did his
Max
thing.
Sutton, I mean, he had a great game.
But Hogwarts added some bodies. They added Justin Chambers, Arcad Narcy, a good point guard. I think they're going to be a pretty good team.
I think Hogwarts, once they figure it all out, I know Justin never played with that team. This is his first time, and I think they'll get it together and they'll be a lot better than what they're showing now. So give them some time.
For sure. Shout out to the free agent team. So second game of the night, we had the Avengers game over. It's pretty funny that the team captain doesn't even show up for the first game.
Yeah, you know what? I talked to him. He said he was reffing another game somewhere, but he was mad. He said he was so mad that he couldn't play because he said the Avengers would have beat Game Over easily if he would have came. But he said he'd be here next week.
We're gonna go to Mark Price and Josh Hunter.
Let's see what he says about Waylon.
Yeah, we were able to catch up with him after the game, so we'll go see what he says.
Hey, how's it going, you hoops? Tuesday night, week 2 of our winter league. Game Over just took down some superhero team, I guess.
The Avengers.
They played you guys tough for the first half, and then you guys pulled it out at the end. What was so hard that were they shooting well, or what was going on?
I mean, the first half,
well against us.
yeah, everybody likes to get open. We give up open shots. But as soon as we make people start coming to the lane, messing with these Twin Towers, they have no business. Then everybody gets their stuff thrown, we on the fast breaks, and it's just a lot easier of a win as long as we just don't give up easy threes.
So is your team better this time around or last season? Because I know you guys lost a few players. What do you guys think?
I'm not sure. I mean, we 2 weeks in, we've had pretty much 2 different teams.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we get a combination of both those teams we had from last week and this week, there ain't really nobody messing with us. I mean, the Bulls got us. We had 5 guys and we got tired.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Bulls got him
and
because they were
Brandon,
tired.
I know Brandon slept so good that night. That's the best night's sleep he had in months. Cause it's been eating at him, and he can't really hang with us like that.
So how'd you guys take the refs out of the game at the end? I mean,
just stopped
you guys were
listening.
big in it, and you guys what happened? I mean,
Hey, we just at the end of the night, we just got to stop listening, just play our game, and we don't expect anything after about second half. At halftime, we said we're not going to get anything, so just go hard, and they're either gonna call it or not. So
right.
But
All right, you guys played well, man. We'll see you guys next week. And
you guys next time. What about that?
what was that?
Waylon said he's gonna beat you guys next time.
Dude, Waylon's never here. Show up. Waylon, the main dude I know, talking. I've seen him play, in 3 games in 6 seasons? Because he don't ever show up. Waylon must be Mr. Invisible on that team. That team full of superheroes. He's Mr. Invisible.
Is he Derrick Rose of our league?
Man, he gotta
can't
be.
show up?
But he's not even hurt. He's not even hurt.
He's got to think of his future first. He's got to think of his future. So
He act like he had kids or something.
So I need to end this because game over. Mark will keep talking. So good
Marky
night.
P,
Good night
clock
for you.
in.
So
You Hoops Nation. What's
have
the
a
name of
good
your
night.
show?
We'll see you
Duel in the
next
Desert?
week.
What's it called? Desert Talk, whatever it's called. Desert Swarm all day. Let's go. You Hoops, baby.
Well, that was Mark Price and Josh. That was some funny stuff.
Yeah.
Mark's always,
Mark, Mark was gonna say something. So he got his not 2 words. He got his paragraphs in. He got a speech in. So his rant.
and it was good to see veteran Gerald Williams come back. He was missing last week, so getting him back was huge.
Yeah, no, he did all right, I would say. His shot wasn't there. I mean, it was short, it was long, but towards the end of the game, he started hitting a bunch.
What about those jerseys though for the Avengers? How'd you like those?
They were great. They were pretty cool, out of the box type of jerseys. Never seen them before, so that's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, there's definitely some talent. It'll be interesting to see Waylon come back and see how they play. They'll be all right though.
He's gonna be.
I think $5 he's the Flash.
He's the Flash. That's a good one.
Yeah. So, that was the game of the night. So, our last game, our game, Sub-Zero versus Boom Shakalaka.
We boom shakalaka tonight. No, we played a great game, man. Sub-Zero, they were calling me out because that's the team I played for last season. They were calling out, no hard feelings. I went with the staff team, but he said he was going to beat me, and Brandon knows what happened, and we took the win. So single-handedly by about 22, I'd say. So I mean, it was fun, competitive. They played well. Credit to them, they played us well. So
We gotta give a shout out to our boy Danny though, man.
Our boy Danny, that's our Jeremy Lin.
31 tonight?
I mean, he was lights out. I think he was 10 for 13 jumpers, and from 3, I think he shot like 60, 70%.
I thought it was pretty funny. Mark Price asked me, or Clocken asked me during the game. He was like, "How does it feel not being the best Asian on your team?" I'm like, "Man, I don't even think I'm the best. I'm the third best Asian on this team."
Yo, hey, shoot, you one of them. That's all right.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to Danny. That was a great game. Yeah.
Come see that kid. You'd be surprised. You don't think he can ball, but he can play.
Yeah. He's kind of slippery. Kind of got that little Rip Hamilton game.
Yeah, he does.
Goes around the screen, gets open.
Hit a jumper on you. You get hot.
Yep. Good to see Garrett back in the lineup.
Yep.
He did his thing, and adding big man Jason Harrison. So yeah, Sub-Zero might struggle a little bit, but
I think they'll get it.
They'll be all right.
They got the factors they need to win. They just haven't put them together.
Brandon called us out on our schedule. What do you think about that?
Oh, that we had.
I don't know who made the schedule.
The easy teams, I guess. Hey, I don't know who made the schedule. Did you make? I don't know who made the schedule. But that's fun.
But we'll enjoy our bye week being 2-0. We'll talk. We'll talk a little stuff for the next 2 weeks, and then we're gonna have to start playing some of the good teams. So it'll be fun.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Don't be putting us too high in the power rankings now. All right. I don't want to get embarrassed coming back.
2 wins. I might have to put us up there. I don't know. I still got to think about it.
Let's just enjoy this bye week, and then we'll see everyone back. Let's go to Bourne now in Scottsdale.
Hey, Scottsdale. I'm here with league coordinator Bourne Nove. We just finished week 2 here. Good night of hoops. We're going to recap the week in Scottsdale. So we'll start with the first game tonight, which was the free agents against the Weedham boys. I got to give a shout out to my boy Stuart Welch, man. Ooh. He was a little mad earlier in the week. I remember him. He texted me. He was like, "So you guys ranked me 50 out of 52, huh?" He was like, "Numbers don't lie, bro." But you know what? He came to play today. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be higher than 50 this week.
I think he's gonna be a name people are gonna keep out for coming up the next season because he's a player. He's a good player. He carried pretty much the free agent team. He's the next big pickup in the next league, I think. Good player, really good player.
Yeah, and Journeyman Eddie hit a couple big threes in that game too. I know you didn't get to watch much, but yeah, Weedham boys took care of business.
Weedham boys is my top 3 team. They're a good team. They can score. I mean, you can tell. I mean, they played against a free agent team, but Weedham boys is a good team. You can tell. They score.
Yeah, and they picked. Was it John Ziri that they picked up? I think this week. Yeah, he looked good too. Yeah, they're going to be tough. They're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. That's for sure.
I think they worked on the defense a little bit. I think I saw that they had like 15 steals this game. So I'm glad to see their defense picked up a little bit.
Yeah. Cool. I swear, every time I look back though, they were hitting a 3-pointer. I swear,
like I hit like 43s. I don't know, man.
Tristan didn't look like he missed a 3
Tristan takes
tonight.
15 threes a game, so I don't. He takes 15 threes regardless. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it was crazy. Yeah. All right, so second game of the night, which I thought was supposed to be the game of the night. I mean, we had the Time Lifers and the Supersonics, ranked both pretty high, top 4. Yeah. I mean, on paper, they look pretty evenly matched, you know. To be honest, I thought the Supersonics were a little bit more talented on paper, but somehow Time Lifers were able to pull away and won by almost 30 points.
But that's the thing with the Time Lifers, man. On paper, you guys go, who are these guys? You know, they're just like regular Joes hitting shots, but they do this night in and night out. They move the ball. They're in good position. They get good rebounds. They make their shots. They're just an efficient team. I keep telling people they sleep on this Time Lifers team, but Danny makes them go. But these guys can still play. Patrick hits threes. Jim's hitting threes. Time Lifers is a good team, but you're right. Supersonics, I was a little disappointed with them because I really thought with the 3 additions they had, they would have put a better game up today. Yeah. They're still new. They're still kind of gelling together, but I was a little disappointed it was that big of a blowout tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you got a 6'10" center. You got a guy that can shoot lights out from 3. I mean, you have all the pieces to contend for a title, and they just didn't have it tonight.
I like all their players. It's just somehow Time Lifers do that to a lot of teams. That's the thing to me. Time Lifers is my most underrated team, and I like them. I like watching them. They're a joy to watch.
We were able to catch up with Jim Hobbs from the Time Lifers. We'll go there now. Hey, Scottsdale, I'm here with Jim Hobbs from the Time Lifers. How does it feel, man?
Good win here in a row. We've been 2-0. I mean, I felt like we played better this week than last week. So, I mean, I think we're getting better. So, that's.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. The Sonics, and we thought this was going to be the game of the week. I mean, you guys were pretty much evenly matched, and on paper, they look pretty good. You guys were able to beat them by 30. What makes, I don't get it. What makes you guys so much better than them?
I mean, I don't think we're 30 points better than them on every night. You know, I think tonight we hit some shots early. They kind of got down. I think they're kind of a new group coming together, so they were a little, you know, there was a little bit of infighting, sort of who wants to take the shots, who doesn't. And we're just rolling. You know, we got Danny hitting big-time shots, so we're playing good. A lot of passing.
Let's take this back to last year. I think I remember I saw one of your comments. Was Chris Gable on the line? Because I know you guys lost in that first round. It was the game-tying 3. You guys think you guys got robbed?
I couldn't tell, and I mean, you look at the video, it looks like he's on the line, but the angle is hard to tell. And because of where the rebound came and where it kicked out, you can't expect the refs to be there on the call. So I didn't expect them to call it too, you know, but I thought maybe it was. It's like hard to tell.
How do you think you guys are going to fare this year in this year's tournament?
I think it's a game of matchups, so it depends. I don't know the Tempe teams that well. You know, I mean, I look at the top of their standings. There's a group of guys who run the league who are looking pretty strong, so maybe we don't want to play those guys, you know?
All right, well, thanks, Jim. Thanks, appreciate your time. Well, that was Jim Hobbs from the Time Lifers. Yeah, so we'll go on to the. You want to go on to the next game? Okay. So other game, Twisted Steel. I still don't know how to say their name. Twisted Steel, Sex Appeal. Man, these are probably the 2 craziest names. Jamaican Hopscotch
Mafia.
against Twisted Steel with Sex Appeal. Man, I don't even know how I'm going to fit that on the screen later.
Blame Brett. Brett's always coming up with some crazy names. I have no idea what he's doing.
But man, did anybody play any defense in this game? 130 to 108?
You know, Jamaican, I have no idea, but Jamaican came out strong this week after the loss to Splash Brothers in the first week. You just showed how much firepower they really have. Joe hit 10 threes, I think. You know, Justin Chambers hit 40 points. He was like 19 for 25, efficient as hell. You know, Marcelo's dropping 32, so that's a dangerous team. They're athletic, they can score.
And they can get up.
They can get up, yeah, exactly.
Marcelo and Justin are probably the 2 most athletic guys in the league, I think.
Yeah. And then Twisted Steel, I mean, they're missing Eli, but they still got some good talent on the team. The thing with Twisted Steel is half their guys never show up. So you never know what kind of mix they have. And if they had the full team, they'd be competitive. But they have this big old mix, and then half the team shows up, different mix every week. So it's hard to judge this team. But talent-wise, they're good as anybody.
Joe Horms, 10 3-pointers, is that right? Is that a record? I don't think I've ever seen anybody hit 10 3-pointers in a game.
I think Joe's hit a couple, he's hit 8 or 9 before. I think 10 might be closer, right? We have to go back to
double-digit 3-pointers? I don't know. I don't even think Nick's ever hit 10 3-pointers in a game. That's a challenge to you, Nick.
Joe's cold-blooded, man. When he gets hot, when Joe gets hot, he'll just drain him. He'll drain him.
Guy's cold. Other game was the big story here. We had X over against Splash Brothers. We had Fred the Freak Dudley going against his former team. That was weird, man. Watching him play against his team that he's been with, pretty much his entire career here at U-Hoops.
Fred throw the pass to Chris a couple times, accidentally or something like that. But yeah, it was weird to kind of see Fred play against Chris and Bjorn and Dave and all those guys. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. We're gonna go to Chris right now and get his thoughts on how it was to play against his former team. I'm here with Chris Fisher, point guard X over. We gotta ask, how does it feel playing against Fred for the first time ever?
Man, it's the first time since I was like 19 years old, so it's going to be really weird seeing him in a different uniform over there. So,
what's your game plan tonight? How do you guys plan on lock? You guys know his strengths and weaknesses. What do you guys plan on doing tonight?
just play.
Just play?
Just play.
Think you guys are gonna win?
We'll see. You never know. Any given night, anybody could lose or win.
Okay. How does it feel losing them though?
It's tough, man. I mean, it was more on a personal level than anything. I mean, it was a tough decision. It probably came down to the last few days before the season started, before this happened. So.
Well, good luck tonight.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Okay, well, that was Chris. Yeah, it's sad, man, to see you lose your best player.
You know, I would love to see him and DeLone Stevenson play together. DeLone, that's a nice player, man. He's quick. He can shoot. That's a good addition for crossover. You know, if Brandon can come back and play with them, I like what they're doing to his team, but like I said, they're missing firepower Fred, Brandon right now. But if DeLone can pick up that slack, he's a good player, man.
Brandon has no heart.
Oh, I don't. Let's not even mention his name anymore. I don't know what's wrong with that guy.
Team needs him bad though. Yeah, they look like they're struggling right now. They can use another shooter, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know what Brandon's thinking. He picked us to lose by 20 the first week.
He picked us to win this week though.
He did. made up for his mistakes.
Want to remind them that you're 2-0 right now?
We are 2-0. Watch out.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up here in Scottsdale and in our Phoenix region. So we'll see everybody back for week 3. Thank you.